As the coronavirus has resurfaced in India and the number of cases are on the rise, here are a few things that people must remember. Indian citizens are advised to refrain from travel to China. People traveling to China will be quarantined on return. It is also advised to refrain from non-essential travel to Singapore, South Korea, Iran and Italy. For any queries related to health, people may contact the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. Their helpline number and email ID, which is currently on your screens. The helpline number and email is operational 24/7. Pakistan has tightened its noose around former Prime Minister Nawaz Sharif. It has requested the British government for Sharif's deportation to Pakistan. Remember, Nawaz Sharif has been given the status of absconder by the Pakistani government as he was named in the infamous Panama Papers scandal. But later, he fled the country. The announcement came after the Special Assistant to Prime Minister on Information, Firdaus Ashiq Awan, held a press conference on Sunday evening. Firdaus, in her press conference, said, and I quote, "The government has decided, in principle, to write a letter this week to the British government seeking deportation of PMLN Supreme Leader Nawaz Sharif, as he's an absconder, not fulfilling the terms and conditions of the bail granted to him on medical grounds." End quote. In fact, Pakistan Foreign Minister Shah Mahmood Qureshi has confirmed that they have already written the letter to British Ambassador and to the British administration for Sharif's deportation. Listen.
सर आज इंडिया की तरफ से 2 डैम बनाने की
तफसीलात तो बाद में बता देंगे.
Remember, the former Prime Minister Nawaz Sharif flew to London on the 19th of November last year on the grounds of medical treatment, but reports are anything to go by. He is yet to be admitted to a hospital in London. According to Pakistan government, Nawaz Sharif orchestrated the illness to flee the country and to evade legal inquiry in the pending corruption case against him. Pakistan government has been maintaining that Sharif and his younger brother Shahbaz went to London to protect the business of their children, and hence Nawaz Sharif faked his health condition. It was last week only that the Punjab government of Pakistan refused to extend Sharif's bail, declaring that it had found no legal, moral or medical ground necessitating an extension in his stay abroad. It is important to note here that Nawaz Sharif was named in the infamous Panama Papers scandal, and there are at least 3 high-profile corruption cases pending against him. Joining us live now is WION Pakistan Bureau Chief Anas Malik, who joins us live from Islamabad. Anas, has the Pakistan government officially made a request to the British government to deport Nawaz Sharif to Pakistan?
Well, absolutely, Shobit. This is what the Pakistani Foreign Minister Shah Mahmood Qureshi has now confirmed just a while ago while addressing a joint press conference with the OIC Secretary General's Special Envoy on Kashmir, who's here in Pakistan. After the press conference ended, the journalists surrounded the Pakistani Foreign Minister Shah Mahmood Qureshi and asked him this question, that whether or not the Pakistani government has written a letter to the British government seeking repatriation of Nawaz Sharif, because there were earlier reports, there were unconfirmed reports, or rather source-based reports from a section of the government that there was indeed a letter that was written, but no copy of the letter could be sufficient. Therefore, there was some speculation on that as well. So those speculations have been laid to rest by none other than the Pakistani Foreign Minister himself, and he has confirmed that the government has indeed written a letter to the British government seeking repatriation of Nawaz Sharif. He has also said, when asked that about the details, he said that he would reveal the details in time to come. So there goes a confirmation. But what we understand is, and what I've spoken to some sources within the government, they say that the government has maintained that Nawaz Sharif is a convict and who was on bail from Pakistan in London. He was sent on bail to London for medical treatment, and that his reports are unsatisfactory. They're not verified, they're unverified, and therefore his bail has been cancelled. Therefore, he should be repatriated at the earliest. This is what the Pakistani government has maintained in its report, in its letter to the British government. Now, we're yet to see a response from the British government on that, but the first official acknowledgement has come in from the Pakistani Foreign Minister. Additionally, if I talk to you about on Sunday, 2 days ago, the Pakistani Minister for Information and Broadcasting, Dr. Firdaus Ashik Kawan, she had announced that Pakistan would be seeking repatriation of Nawaz Sharif through and would be writing to the British authorities. This was on Sunday, and if I take you back in time, Nawaz Sharif was granted about an 8-week bail, a medical bail, by the Islamabad High Court in the Al Azizia reference cases that is being reheard, that is being heard for under NABS and Nawaz Sharif's both request, and he was granted bail for 8 weeks. Those 8 weeks ended on the 25th of December. He flew abroad on the 19th of November, and on the 23rd of December last year, he had reapplied for a bail, seeking an extension in the bail, and upon that, we saw last week the Punjab government had rejected Nawaz Sharif's request, saying that he had no moral grounds, legal grounds or medical grounds to stay in London, and now today we're seeing an extension to that with the Pakistani government writing to the British government seeking repatriation of Nawaz Sharif. Yes, Shobit.
Anas Malik, WION's Pakistan Bureau Chief, joining us live with all the updates on Nawaz Sharif. Pakistan government has officially communicated to the British government to deport the former Prime Minister.